Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We do got some fun stuff to jump into, some fun stuff to talk about, and just go over, because yes, the newest collaboration has already hit over here on JP. It is a coin flip of a collaboration, if you were to say, on the community side, right? A lot of people definitely have different opinions about this this collaboration, so which is fine, right? Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Keep that in mind. So don't flame somebody for their opinion here, but we do have a lot to talk about. Buckle in. Let's get into it. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out massively. Let's talk about, should you summon on the collaboration? What's the good, the bad, and what you need to know about this over here. So let's hop into it. Let's see what we can cook up here. So first things first, the collaboration looks like this. We have two characters. One is Nabe over here, and we have over here Demiurge. Two separate characters in the context of buffing a separate thing. Sometimes with these collaborations, all characters work together, or again, sometimes they buff different things. This is one of those where they're both two separate characters. Okay, so make sure that's clear. This one over here, more of a PvE character. This one over here, PvP, and liking to see Demon Team, well, unknown team, but demon team at the same time. That's the entire point here. The banner itself is not terrible, because remember, it's a 3% banner with the chance of this being, again, 0.5.51. So 1% out of 3%, it's a collaboration character that's new. Beyond that, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, basically around, let's just say 1.5-ish. Again, 1.5 out of 3. Every single SSR in the sky, 50% of those will be a collaboration character. That's what we want to see. So again, 50% of 3%. That's how that's going to operate. Over here, you also have Nanashi, bench unit mainly. Most of us 6x'd him. Most of us 6x'd him. But again, if you're a new player, this is pretty good. These are bench units mainly, but again, if you want them, you can. This over here is, again, trash, and this one over here is good. So technically speaking, in my opinion, I will say every 3 out of 4 SSRs are good. That's my opinion, right? Or 2 out of 3 SSRs, 2 of them are good, 1 of them is bad. Because again, you get Gelda, there's a bunch of other characters here that are not bad. Some of them are, you might have duped already, but for the most part, it's not a bad collaboration banner. It really isn't. For a collab banner, it's not bad. So that's the first part. Is the banner value? Yeah, the banner's value. It's a 7, 8 out of 10, right? That's the banner. Now, are the units value? That is the question. First things first, if you're going to ask me what's next, I don't know. Probably it's a festival. Most likely it's September. It's always a festival. Even if they said in the dev notes, we're not going to do festivals again for a little bit. No, they're capping. It's a festival this month, 100%. So most likely you will get a festival, because that's how it always works. It's usually either a download festival or a random festival. Most likely I could see it being a download festival for Koa. I could see that being the case. October should be a collaboration, and then November and December should be both festivals. That's how the end of the year goes. So whether you skip this for the festival, that's up to you. These are collaboration characters. I don't care what my comments say. I don't care what anybody says. I would always, as a person, say to always pull 1 copy of the collaboration characters. It doesn't matter. You'll say they fall off, but PvE exists, and content comes where these characters can shine. Vittoria has shown that to you. Glass has shown that to you. They both became bossing characters. They did great in a lot of boss content, and they popped off really well. Vittoria made a big revive in PvP and stayed in PvP for so long with the release of Thor, with the release of Sobnok. It kept happening. Now, with a character like Demiurge for Demon Team, there's potential to keep this going. For a character like Nabe, more so PvE, there's potential for her to keep it going. So, that's my take. Skipping a collaboration is always the most moronic thing you can do, because who knows when it returns. Yes, I get it, Overlord returned in 10 months, but we've never had a collaboration rerun. Go with that. So keep that in mind. Now, with that being said, is the character Nabe worth it? That's like the big thing that I'll kind of transition to. Nabe is used for two things. Two things, in my opinion, where she kind of shines. The first thing is Creature Nest. Go over here. It is going to be actually the Demonic Beast 4th floor over here for the bird. I've seen a lot of JP people actually cooking up here. A lot of the JP content creators, a lot of the JP community cooking very hard, checking out the 4th floor here. And Nabe actually does pretty good because of her power strike and everything. Nabe is also used over here on the squirrel. Yes, the squirrel, rat, whatever you want to say, over here. Ratisker. That's why I say rat, by the way, for those not curious, or for the ones curious. Yeah, whatever. Over here, that's where, again, she shines. So, Are you pulling for Nabe? If the answer is yes, that's where you're going to use her. Can she work in PvP? Yes. Is she restricted to PvE? No. She is not restricted, which is a good call from Netmarble. No need to restrict the character, just to make that clear. Again, it is good to see a character work anywhere. That's kind of how it operates, right? If a character works anywhere, it's fine. She's not restricted anywhere. She will work in there. More so, she's better in PvE content than PvP. But again, you can use her in PvP if you want to. So there's that. Demiurge. Demiurge is more so restricted to a certain team, that team being Gelda, Meliodas, and Nanashi. Because, again, he does very good with that team for some reason. It's like his best team. Hence the reason people are making the joke. Is it really Demon Team? Because, you know, one of them is unknown. The bench unit is an unknown. Only Melee is the real Demon unit. But in the future, we could see some expansion on this if we finally get some more Demon characters. When, again, 4 has so many Demon characters that are possible. It's just whether they choose to release those damn characters. Which, again, it looks like Unknown and Humans is like the one thing we like. Giant is a dead thing at this point. Fairies never were a thing. I'm joking. It was at a point, but not for a while. Goddesses, you know, who knows about that one. And then again, demons. We'll see what happens. But at this point, is Demiurge worth it? I would say so. I would even say that if you are able to, try to 2-6 him just because it makes his passive so much better. The 2-6 is kind of very, very heavy, in my opinion, right? It adds a pretty big effect to him. So if it is possible, try to 2-6 him. That's like the one character you kind of want to. Nabe is PvE, so you don't really need dupes per se. It is a Power Strike ult, so it doesn't get much stronger, but that's up to you if you would like to go for that. But definitely, Demiurge at a 2-6 is looking like the better kind of thing here. But again, he's more so of a PvP character. He, I think, can be used anywhere else also, but it's a matter of would he be working in those outside contents. But definitely, for the most part, is this collaboration worth it? I have to answer that question now. Is it worth it? In my opinion, yes. Regardless of you hating the IP and whatever, or hating the rerun pretty quickly, it's always worth it to at least pick one copy up of each one. Otherwise, it sucks in the future if you do choose to miss it. I would say that it's kind of worth it to go 2-6 on Demi just because, if possible, just because his ult does get pretty strong, and it is pretty nice to have that sort of ult effect. So just keep that in mind. I will also say that, again, with skipping collaborations, you've seen it now and time again. There's a lot of collaboration characters that work in a lot of different things, and always skipping just kind of sucks. Whether it be Hero Arena, whether it be Final Boss more so, whether it be like Demon Lord or anything, like Albedo literally slaps the Demon Lord, one of the better teams. Skipping collaborations just sucks. I would always say get a copy, but if you're going to say like, oh, but they fall off in the meta, they're never there for PvP for too long, it's up to you. Look at Fatoria. Fatoria lasted for a very long time, and she kept on getting a revive when Sobnok released, when Thor released, it kept happening. So it's always that thing. You can't really judge the future. We really won't know. So up to you on how you want to handle things. Up to you if you want to summon or skip. I will say this now, that you are getting a bunch of free summons from, again, login and the other associated contents. They are giving you 90 free summons, 100 free gems. Okay, so basically you're getting a 510 banner rotation with the chance to pull 2 characters, and also the chance to pull other characters you may not have. If you are sitting here without Albedo and you're choosing not to summon, at this point, just quit the game. Honestly, just quit the game. Albedo is a must-have character, literally so good for farming any content. One of the best characters in the game. Choosing to skip Albedo is like the most dumbest thing you can ever do. So if you are a new player and you're missing Albedo, push and get Albedo. She's a 10 out of 10, and I will still say that she's like one of the more worth it characters on the banner. If you are missing all 6 characters, this is a must summon unequivocally. If you're missing just these 2 characters, it's a, again, more so you consider what you want to do there, but I would always say it's a must summon in the context of don't miss out on them. I get it. People say it's FOMO, it's whatever. They are worth it characters. They will help you in content you need help in. And again, they don't come back. So if they do randomly pop off when there's a new content announced and you chose to skip, that's your fault, honestly speaking, correct? So again, with what I told you, 90 summons, the banner is valued at 510 gems. They gave you 100 gems, so theoretically the banner is valued at 410 gems. They gave you 40 more gems, so theoretically, again, the banner is valued at like, what, 370 gems. So you just have to acquire 370, which any free-to-play can do. So again, at least get the one copy. Between who of them is who's the better one. If you want more of a PvE character, more, again, bird or rat, go for this. You want more of a PvP character, if you run demons, or again, in this case, unknown/demon, then go for this. Up to you. That's the quick little 10 cents that I have for you. You do get a free copy for the collab. It's going to be Cocytus. These 3 are also missing. If you have the chance to pull Albedo finally, get Albedo. She's worth it. And again, very worth it. So best of luck. The only one that's worth 2-6ing is this one over here. Beyond that, if you want to dupe him or her, it's up to you. Again, all preference. But yeah, that's my 10 cents. Hope you enjoyed it. Quick little video. It's a rerun. It's not coming back most likely ever. Or who knows. Again, I can't say for sure. But it's a rerun on a rerun. not a case in this game just yet. All right, take care. That's been it.